But it is that time, the time that we need to give the streets what they need. Some call it social medicine. Others call it, just that shit that be going on. But what we do have is the lady here that's gonna give it. Oh,
Hold on, Leslie, you typing too much or something. Whatever you doing, you making noise.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, I was
we are
just
picking
scrolling
we
up
are
so I
picking
could
that up.
read.
We are picking that up.
Okay, my bad. I'm good. I just had to scroll up so I could read. Okay.
That's good. We all should read. Reading's good. Fundamental. It's important. Here we go.
We could just hear them nails.
My bad.
That's what that is. Oh, that makes so
Hmm.
much sense now. Oh
Yeah,
God,
that's her
yeah, that's
nails.
it. I was like, why does my type not sound so aggressive? Yeah, they get it now. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway,
Culture.
hey, what's going on? Welcome back, welcome black, welcome to Culture 101 Podcast.
Hey, yo.
That's right, that's right. The place where we push the culture forward and have a damn good time doing it. A damn good time.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that one more time. A damn good time. That felt right.
Okay,
I like
base.
that. I like that.
The alto?
Wow, it's disrespectful. Anyway, but I'm
She
Trish,
tried
y'all. I'm in New York. That motherfucking Maryland tried me, but that's cool.
it.
But that's fine, and that's okay. You know
Not
what? Because
alto.
I
Hey, I was
appreciate
so
it.
serious.
I appreciate
She
your
didn't even
quick
give me
wit.
tenor. She said alto.
I appreciate that quick wit of yours. That's why, you know what? That's why we're
Oh
going to
my
pass it
gosh.
directly to Merlin today. Directly to Merlin.
Hey y'all, it's Shonda tuning in. My
If I would have
sister,
known all I had to do was insult you to go first, I would have done it. I didn't know.
damn, I
I
didn't know that was an
mean,
insult. What's wrong with altos?
okay, altos are pretty much only ladies. Sopranos and altos are just ladies. Men are generally tenors, baritones, basses.
But I feel like
But
I'm
I,
not to anyone.
but I literally
What's
said, okay,
Maxwell?
bass,
He
and then she
alto?
went up to alto like it was like
Right,
high
that's like
pitch.
two.
That's
That was
why
like two
higher
levels
pitch.
up.
Yes, that's what made it so funny to me because I'm like, I just gave him
I was
bass.
like,
She's like alto.
wow,
I'm like,
just like
damn.
alto. Wow, okay, it's cool. It's fine. I played the alto sax, so it's fine. I get it. It's a cool thing. It's a cool
So you playing
place.
the sax.
Yeah, man, it was a good
See that?
time. You know,
I
Anita
play
Baker's an
trumpet. You play
alto.
the
I
wrong
love
way.
Anita Baker.
She's a
Okay,
great one. Mm-hmm.
but Leslie, well, we're gonna take it down to Texas. My bad.
Yes, please
Of
throw it to
course we
Texas.
are.
Please throw it to Texas. Yes. What's going on in Texas?
Oh, just living the dream. It's still hot, but I just got back actually to Texas from Miami in Benito, Ami. So yeah,
Okay.
back
What
in
was
the
Okay.
it?
heat. The Will Smith, welcome to the
I
heat
knew what
is
you were
on,
saying. It was a
down
good.
the beach to the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami in
What
Yeah,
song
I
did he
just didn't know
Benito,
none of
sample?
them
Ami.
first words
I don't
you
be
said.
saying it right.
What
I
what
didn't
song
brush
did
up
he
on my
sample?
Spanish.
Go. What song did he sample?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
Maria,
You the
Maria.
sample king.
Yo,
No, no,
shame on
ma'am.
y'all. Shame on y'all. I don't know the whispers when y'all hear it. The whispers
Yeah. Which
What?
as
was the
the
song?
as the beat goes on.
As the beat goes on.
Mm-hmm.
I know the
Mm-hmm.
song.
Well, then you know. Of course you know it. You know Welcome to Miami. You know the song. The same fucking song. He didn't even try to hide it. He was just like, yeah, we're gonna take that beat. It's great.
True. But yeah, I just got back from a bachelorette trip. We survived Miami. You know how they say about like girls trips in Miami, so they don't come back friends and stuff like that. So, no, but we had a good time. A time was had. It started off a little rough because like they messed up our Airbnb reservations and stuff, so we ended up having to like totally rebook somewhere else. But we ended up being closer to like the action and where we needed to be.
Did
So
they rebook
after
you,
all
or
that
did
was
y'all
over,
have to like handle the rebooking?
no.
God damn.
We had to do it. It was the whole thing. It took hours. But
Oh,
luckily,
wow.
luckily the first night was just going to be game night inside anyway. We weren't planning on like doing anything, didn't like book any reservations. So that worked out because we had the time to figure it out. But overall, it was great. Went on a yacht, went out,
Yes,
did
y'all
all the things. We all got to find a yacht on the
got
trip
to find it.
always. Then we went to Nikki Beach and had dinner at Bar and G, which was an experience because they're like an upscale restaurant, but then like they have like these crazy like presentation when it comes to like the dishes that they bring out, and they're so extra. And then we were like sitting next to like these three loud, belligerent guys the whole time. I think they may have been like influencers or something like that because one of the white boys that was at another table like went to take a picture with one, and they were just so extra filming everything. So I feel like maybe they were like known influencers. I didn't know who they were, but yeah, overall it was a great experience. So had a really good time.
Oh, that sounds. I'm so glad you survived Miami. There's so
Me
many
too.
horror stories
Y'all
about
really
people
keep
not
using that
surviving
word
Miami.
survived. Like when I hear the word Miami, I'm thinking about,
Survive.
yeah, baby, I'm gonna relax. Like y'all are like, no, we survived. Like that is a word that
It's
you
a
keep
thing.
getting thrown around. Like what did y'all think was gonna happen? Some great like friendship separator, lightning bolt was gonna come between y'all? What the fuck was gonna happen?
That's the running joke when it comes to girls trips in Miami. Like if you literally like go on TikTok or social media and put that in, like you'll see all these different like videos of it, like real accounts or like people, making parodies and making fun of it. But like that is a running joke that like something always happens in Miami to where there's like a disagreement or a misunderstanding, and then girls just like are no longer friends when they come
And
back.
y'all
It's
still and
actually
y'all
funny.
still threw caution to the wind and went anyway. That's brave. It's real brave, guys.
That's
Real
what the
brave.
bride wanted to go.
Okay, we love it.
Whatever the
Shout
bride
out to the
wants.
bride. We love it. Sean, what you do
Y'all
this
will
weekend?
never guess what I did this
Oh,
weekend.
I guess. Okay, all right. I guess I gotta guess. Did you? Did you? Oh, did you go
I
scuba
don't
diving?
know.
No, I've been scuba diving before when I was in Aruba, but no, I did sports this weekend. I went to the Commanders
Oh.
game. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I saw your story. I should have guessed that.
interesting.
Yes,
Hey.
I went to the Commanders versus Bengals game.
Okay.
And we had excellent seats. They were called
I
like Dream Chaser seats or
What
something.
does that
They
mean?
were right there. I don't know what that means, but that's the name of the seats.
Okay.
They
It was
were
like what,
just
section
right on
200
the
or like 100 or
They
something?
were
It was
like
like right
on the
there.
edge,
Oh,
right there.
nice.
Mhm.
Very
Really
nice.
dope. Yeah, and the Commanders won. Woo woo.
Okay,
Shout out to
okay.
them. It was
First
a
of
good
all,
time.
she said I did sports this weekend. That took
That
me
was
out.
already
So I
crazy.
said
That
I
was
did.
crazy.
I was thinking of you in that sports facility, like running and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, well, I participated in a sporting event.
See,
In watching.
and
In
Oh, yes,
spectating.
and
I spectated
whatever.
a sporting event.
Attending.
I was so excited
Right.
I felt like I was in the game.
Okay, look, I'm
Hey,
not.
that's all that matters. That's a good
I'm not taking anything
experience.
away from you, but it really did sound like you were playing sports. I was like, oh shit, what were you playing? What was like? I thought you were going to tell me that you were playing
Right.
soccer and like you had joined the league or something.
Oh yeah, with the
Oh, well, no, I
kiddos.
did that too. So, I do soccer like almost
Right,
every
but you
weekend.
teach them.
So,
I thought you were playing for yourself. Like I thought you were on a team with some ladies
nah.
and y'all were playing. That's what I'm thinking is going on.
Why couldn't I be on a unisex team? Why I got to be on a team with just the
Oh,
ladies?
I didn't. Okay, I didn't even know they had those until just this moment.
Mm.
Until just this moment, I didn't know they had unisex
Heard.
soccer. So I just learned
We
something.
don't discriminate.
Would you join a unisex soccer
What
team?
you do this weekend,
No,
Tristan?
wait, but before we go on to what I did, would you join a unisex soccer team? Because you're teaching soccer to these children,
Absolutely
and that's a
not. I
bad
don't run. I don't like to
example
run.
if you're not going to get
That's
out
a
there and
lot.
play and encourage these children.
I'm going to get out and play when it's time to play with the kiddos. But in terms of actually running back and forth up a field, I'm not really doing that. I got
Some
one
lot
run
of
in me,
conditioning.
and then I'm done. So, no.
Gotta have that
It might be
stamina
better
up.
for you. And I
I
feel like
know.
with people, older, it'll be fine. Like I just feel like it'll be fine. Like no one's trying to run that hard.
They ain't not old as we, the older
I
generation in
said
our 30s.
older
People that are
than the
old.
children. I didn't say like old. I said older.
You didn't
All
specify.
right, that's real. I didn't.
you made it sound like we were in the geriatric
No one said
age.
that. No one said that.
Oh, whoa, I didn't get that. Yeah, Leslie,
No.
you was just.
Well,
no.
you know how like women over 35, they say if you're pregnant, it's a geriatric pregnancy. That's what I was
Who's
thinking. That's
over
where my
35
mind went
here?
when you said older.
Nobody's even over 35. What are you talking about?
Tristan, we're
Nothing.
close. We're 2 years away.
Nigga,
Actually, a year
stop
and a
that
half.
slander.
We're close.
Okay, we are not there. All right. If we were there, we would know about it. We'd be telling everybody about it. Okay, I'm certain of it. So we're not there. When we're there, we'll talk about this then. I don't even want to hear about this foolishness until then.
Hey, can we have a joint birthday party
We
for our
probably
35th?
need
So
to
like
because we
old
haven't done that
times?
in a minute, and I feel like,
Geriatric party.
okay.
Ah, don't do
And Leslie,
that.
do you plan on being
Low
pregnant for this
blow.
birthday?
Even though I'm not old enough, I'll probably come.
Then
you
we're
know I
good.
don't.
Then.
Maybe
Nobody will be
45. We'll
geriatric.
see.
It'll be fine. We're good. I feel like geriatric should move up to
Sounds
45
good.
because a lot of women are having babies at like 45 now. So that needs to move
No,
up.
seriously,
Yeah.
they are. They
It
pretty
definitely
much
needs
are.
to move up.
Yeah.
But this weekend, I did a lot. I was moving around. I did damn near like everything, only for one thing. So I was working with a group, DMV Roundtable, and so now they do reels for actors. And so I had written a scene for them, and so I went down there to help them shoot the scene. And then I was in the scene, because we thought the actors were
Oh,
gonna have
cool.
scene partners, but I was their partner, and so it actually worked out really well.
Cool.
But yeah, so I had to get this car. Getting in the car was like the most arduous, annoying process in the fucking world. I am already tired of cars because I'm here in New York and just don't need cars like that. But like the fact that I had to go through so many extra changes to get this
Yeah.
goddamn car was too much. Finally got the car, and the car was way the fuck out of New Jersey. So I had to like go to New Jersey to get the car to drive back into New York,
Ooh.
and then to pay the toll to get back to New York because it's $18 to get into the fucking city.
Where'd you get it
That
from?
was like $40.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Right. Just to get into the city. So then I get the car. I get up in the morning to go pick the cinematographer up. I have to pick him up first because that's why we had to get the car because his car broke. This is a long story. But then we get there and it was fine. We did the scenes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we ended up working with like 4 people that day. It was nice. Got their scenes done. Got some great footage. We actually had some really nice cameras. So we were renting these Black Magic cameras at like 6K. Like when I saw the camera, I was like, "Oh my god, I look incredible."
Come on, Black
Yeah,
Magic.
shout out to the Black Magic camera. I don't feel like black folks own it, but you know we should look into that. I mean, we definitely should.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, is that
I
appropriate?
mean, it might
I don't
be,
know.
but
We'll see.
like the magic is great. I'm not gonna discount this magic. It was fantastic. They were good. They're very good cameras. We worked with a good team. Shout out to Brendan and Corey and Andre putting it together, and then the 2 actors, Angela Marie. Shout out to Miss Angela Marie. And
One,
shout out to
2,
Cornelius
okay.
Wyatt. But it was a long fucking day. Like it ended up being like a 12-hour day. It was so long. And then I had to drive back and then get home to like 4 a.m. It was crazy.
Oof.
So that was my weekend. All right, it's that time again. The time that we give the streets what they've been calling for. They've been calling out. I hear them. They calling me. They calling me for that information. And that information, there's only one lady that can give it, and give it properly, I might add. All right, it's time for the bulletin board. It's time for the bulletin board. Les, take it away.
I think that might need to be my new intro. They calling me to come back to the streets, said it was necessary. Okay, anyway. Okay, so first,
Were you rapping the Youngbloods, or who was that? What was that?
yeah. But moving right along to
Okay, all
another
right.
rap song. This first story I titled "Have a Baby by Me, Baby Be a Millionaire." Have a baby by me.
You know what's really
Hey.
crazy?
Yo, you
That
remember Have a
actually-
Baby by Me be on welfare? And they had like all them remixes?
No,
No,
I
what?
missed that
Oh.
wave.
Oh, maybe
That
was
must have been a
some-
Chester thing.
People used to like remix them like Have a Baby by Me, Baby Be on welfare.
I've never
Oh,
heard that. Is that like when we used to have I Believe I Could Fly and we would change all the lyrics? I got
Probably.
shot by the
Right.
By
FBI.
the FBI.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All
Which
I
is
wanted
wild
was some
That we as
shit.
children needed to moan that. But that's crazy. It's kind of
Yeah.
wild. That's what's
Well,
Sorry, Go
I'll
ahead, take it away.
No, you're good, because that was a good segue. I'll tell you who probably will never be on welfare is Tristen Thompson's baby mothers. So this first story is about his first child's mother, Jordan Craig, who he was with before Chloe. He currently pays her $40,000 a month in child support payments.
to do what with, girl? You're not like what is going on? She just wake up and just be like, well, the child needs this. Like, how old is the kid? How old is that kid?
So let me fill you in on the story. I'm gonna give you all those details. So now why she's in the news, why they're in the news, is because she wants to make sure that settlement is firmly in place by filling out what's called an abstract of judgment. So it's a document used to create a public record of the debt, just so it's always honored, regardless of what Tristen may go through. So there was no indication that he wasn't paying his child support or anything like this. However, he's seen a decrease in his salary. So their son Prince is 6 years old, and at the time when he was a baby, they reached that settlement. That was back in like 2019 when he was playing for the Cavaliers. He was making over $17 million, but now his salary has dropped down to like $9 million. So she's like, well, let me take myself down to the courthouse and file this junction just to make sure, regardless of what his income looks like, these payments are going to stay the same.
Hold up.
and-
That don't even make any damn
She
sense.
could think that would even
That
be
don't
a
even make any
possibility.
damn sense. Like, I know that
It doesn't
legally
make
you
sense.
could do it, but that don't make no damn
Mhm.
sense. But whatever, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right, because I thought child support always depends on the income as well as the child's needs and stuff like that. And it's estimated that he pays around $120,000 per month to all three of his baby's mothers. So Jordan, Chloe, and I forgot the other girl's name, Melissa, Marissa, something like that,
So
who he tried to
he's paying
deny at
almost
first.
$1.5 million in child support a year, like off top for everything. Oh my God. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
keep
That's
it
why
in
you
your
gotta watch
pants.
where you put your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Or don't go impregnating everybody,
You gotta carry a
child.
hot
But you
sauce
know,
package,
Tristan go
Drake
Tristan.
knows.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so yeah, this is a little confusing to me because again, I thought that child support was based on income and then of course like the needs and stuff like that. So I will have to keep y'all posted if like this is actually granted. 40,000 of course is excessive, to anybody. But again,
I mean,
I'm not in his.
standard of living, I guess. Like, where does she live? In Malibu? Like, I'm just trying to understand where does she like. If the child is six, like, how much is that kindergarten?
He's going to the finest private schools. He's involved in all the sports and probably has private tutors and learning four languages. Like he probably has all the things
He's
with
What
that
probably
happened to him
not.
$40,000
just keeping all
She
that
probably
money?
was just in Cabo San Lucas with this money over here drinking a fucking margarita. Talk about give me two margaritas. I'm geez big. Over here losing her fucking mind. Like, look, I'm not saying that she's
20,000
doing.
margarita.
I'm not saying that she's doing the wrong thing, but when you go down and file a fucking
Mhm.
judgment to try to make sure that you keep getting 40,000 and you know he can't, like that's wild. That would be crazy
Mhm.
strain on anybody. Nah, I'm sorry. She was over in Prague last week. She was in Prague last week with this money, dancing, enjoying
What do you
herself.
think is reasonable, like as a celebrity,
$5,000 a
to
month.
again
$5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month
Because
for any
well,
child
because
period?
you got to
Just
think
like
about it. You got to think about it like with like the parent. Because I mean, because the thing is that they were never married, right?
correct, never
Yeah,
married.
okay. So if you're talking about just for the child, I'm not supporting the mother's needs. I'm supporting because if they were
Mm-hmm.
my domestic partner, that's different. There's alimony, there's other things that are associated with that. But if we're
Sure.
never like together in that way, the child's needs. I don't think there's any child. I mean, I'm sure barring some type of schools or whatever, I don't think there's any child that
Mm-hmm.
has needs that are more than $10,000 a month. If the child's not sick, if the child's sick or something, that's different. That's a
Sure.
different thing altogether. That shit's expensive. But what child has needs that are more than $5,000 a month? Seriously, what are the child's needs? Like if the tuition and
Well,
everything is paid
probably
for,
schooling and stuff like that, but he probably pays tuition and child
that's what
support,
I'm
to be honest
saying.
with you.
That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
So that's
Like he probably takes care of the needs, and this is just like on top of that.
mm-hmm.
Like, what is she doing with this? Is this
Insane. But why doesn't he just file for like joint custody so he doesn't have to pay her that much?
But the
'cause
thing is, even
which
with
family is
joint
he living
custody,
with?
people still have child support. He lives with her full time. Like she's always with him. Tristan goes to visit, but this is just me basing it off of like pictures that I see versus like he hasn't apparently he hasn't seen his most like recent child well not most recent because that would be the second one he had with Chloe, but the other child that he tried to deny, like he doesn't really involve himself in that child's life versus like his other three kids, the two with Chloe and the one with Jordan, like he's seen like out and about with those kids and spending time with them. So
See, we don't know
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on. We
Do you think she should take into account that he has to pay the other children's mother? Like, do you think she should be like, oh, since you have to pay, or like,
no,
what's mine is mine.
no.
Our son was here
You should
first.
know because you made your bed, now you got to lie in it. So I'm like he made those decisions. That's his own fault.
Mm-hmm.
But there has to be some type of
Mm-hmm.
cap. This is crazy. There's a salary cap in the NBA. There can be a salary cap here. Like this is insane. Talking about 40,000. Well, because I can only
Yeah.
get him the blankets from Egypt that are made of silk. That the rarest silk because his skin gets allergic to anything
That kid
else.
will be fine.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Not
That
that.
shit is crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
40, like if she can't.
Yeah, 40.
But tell me this though. Tell me this. Let me ask this question. All right, you making $40,000 a month, right? You telling me you're not going to invest that in a
Mm-hmm.
fucking business, something? You just like what
Of
are we talking about
course.
here? You shouldn't even need
Of
it.
course.
Like I can understand
I'm gonna set up retirement,
you
all
said for the
that.
first couple years, okay, like because you're gonna set
Mm.
up your investments and stuff. But if you're not doing that,
Get your
I
home
don't
together,
even know what
all
we're talking
that.
about here. You're talking about I just need more
Yeah.
because this trip to Jamaica gonna be longer than I thought. No.
Or setting it up for your son
Right.
for college or whatever he chooses to do
I have not
after
heard her
he
say anything
graduates.
about a trust or anything for this child.
I mean, and she may have all that set up. We don't know all
Okay,
the
true.
specifics like that, and I would be curious to see if the $40,000 is going to remain or if it will decrease based on, his salary change and stuff like that. Because I didn't even know he was still playing because I
No,
really
he had
haven't
retired and then he
heard
came
much
back
about him
last
playing.
season with the Lakers, and I think he'll come back this season with the Lakers because they can get him on the cheap, and he serves a lot of their needs still. They are missing some
Okay.
defense and
They
some
can get him on the
rebounding.
cheap.
Yeah, no, I mean because normally you'd have to pay him, upwards of 15, $17 million like that, but now you could probably get him for $3 to $4 million, or whatever money was left on
Oof.
before.
Good luck with his payments.
I mean, he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. I believe in him.
Yeah.
He's a clever man. All Tristans I hear are clever.
Oh gosh. Anywho, moving right along from the Tristan story, it was a hot week in celebrity child support payments.
What the fuck? Wait a
Because the
minute. Wait a minute.
second
The
one,
second one is about child support. I'm so
We
done.
also talking about
I'm
child
so
support.
done.
but this one I feel like Tristan will appreciate because it's flipped. So I titled this one, and I was in my rap lyric bag this week. So this one is see if y'all can guess this one. She said she got it, she do it all by herself. Well, that's kind of off with that. She said she got
Is
she
this
do it all
IN?
by
No,
herself.
is this
Something to
five star
that
chick
effect.
or INDEPENG?
No, it's
Anything about Neo? What the fuck?
no.
She
She
said
said
rap.
she got it. It's Halle Berry.
Oh
Halle
Lord,
Berry.
we
From the
wouldn't
Halle
have pulled
Berry
that
lyric.
out. We wouldn't have pulled that out.
What?
She said Hurricane. Isn't that
That
Hurricane
was
Chris?
not
Who's that? Halle Berry.
Well, it was originally JP
Same thing.
from Texas, but he sold it to Hurricane Chris. So yes, we'll just
Okay,
say
well, shout out
Hurricane
to
Chris.
JP and Hurricane
But
Chris.
Oh, okay.
so anyway, Halle Berry actually finally finalized her divorce from Olivier Martinez after nearly 8 years. They've been going through a divorce for 8
He's-
freaking years,
Where is he from?
which is
How long was they married?
crazy. They were married for 2 years and been getting divorced for 8 years.
I mean, it clearly wasn't that important.
Crazy. Or they just couldn't agree on like the terms and stuff, which is what it says, that they just had disagreements about like custody and child support and stuff. But yeah,
Kids
they
grew
was
up in 8 years. Damn.
right. The baby is 9 at this point. So baby outgrown. So this is where I mentioned the whole like even if they have joint custody, there's still child support in effect because they actually share joint custody of their son Maceo. But in
Maceo!
addition to the joint custody ruling, Halle Berry, and I don't know what kind of lawyer Halle had, but she agreed to pay Martinez $8,000 a month in child support. She will also pay the French actor 4.3% of any income she receives above $2 million in additional support, as well as her son's private school tuition, uniform, school supplies, and any extracurricular activities. So what he's paying for, I don't know, because it's all on Halle.
$8,000 is
No,
not
it's not.
crazy.
No, not at all.
But
Not
$8,000
especially if we just went to 40.
in addition to 4.3% of any income she
That's
receives
alimony.
above
That's
$2 million,
alimony.
and she's paying
That's
for everything
alimony. He
else.
gets that.
But for
That's
2
alimony.
years,
That's how the
child,
system works.
that's why,
That's how the
ladies,
system works.
I understand, but that's why, ladies, don't get married unless you marry an up or get like an airtight prenup, get a great lawyer. Like, y'all be setting yourselves up for failure when it comes to this.
Hold up right now. Hold up right now. Hold
Yep,
up right
I
now.
said it. I said what
Y'all
I
supposed to be
said.
independent women in 2023 talking about I don't need no man,
Which is
talking about all
why,
this other stuff,
which
and
is
then
why.
you upset when the system works as intended. That's what it sounds like to me. Why we're upset when the
Hmm.
system works as
I'm
intended.
gonna stay independent unless I marry
So
up
you
to
can take
where
his
it's not
money.
gonna
So
score
you can
me
take
if
his
we
money.
break up. I
So
ain't
she
saying nothing about taking his money. You just not about to take
He's
mine.
not taking that.
That's
He's
the
old
agreement coming
that.
to. You
Y'all
just
were
not about to take
married in
mine.
California in a no-fault state, which was stupid.
2
Shouldn't.
He was old.
measly
That's kind of a
years.
Who the fuck told
2
you to get married
measly
and have a baby in
years.
California? Didn't nobody tell you to do that. That was foolish.
She really shouldn't have. She really shouldn't have. Because she still pays her other ex-husband, the one that they had the 15-year-old daughter with, Nyla, she still pays him child support as well. I think he gets
Yeah, but that'll
alimony too.
end in
I
a
have to
couple
look that up.
years.
Oh, so
But she's
she
still
was
paying
being
him child
a lesson. How she do the same thing
Yeah.
twice?
That's what I said. Like, Halle, what are you
Well,
doing
I
with your
mean,
life?
Quincy Jones
Like,
said it
what the
best. He said,
heck?
as soon as somebody say they don't like me, he said, because he told Will Smith this in his first divorce, when his first marriage, he was like, get that lady half your shit and move on with your life.
I feel that because I'd rather just do one like lump sum payment, get out the way, so that you keep like dipping in my pockets every single month. And that's just how I feel about like money in general. Like, I don't like doing like payments if I can be avoided. Like, of course you got to pay your cell phone bill each month, but like I just like just get it out the way so I can really see what I have instead of folks dipping in my pockets each month. So
Oh, you the
yeah,
type
I
that
feel
pay off the
plenty.
cell phone early. Should I be making payments on my
Uh,
cell phone until that joint break? Mm-mm.
No, not that, not necessarily cell phone, but just like, you know how people like, and this is no shade to nobody, but you know how like when people be shopping and stuff, they do like a lot of the Klarna and Afterpay and stuff like that. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that be like the way my mind works, it makes me think I got more money than what I actually have. So I'd rather just
Yeah.
like buy it outright, be done with this, see what my actual like budget is and balance is versus like me thinking I got money that's gonna come out when I'm least
I
expecting it.
feel
That's how my
that.
mind.
Yeah,
Moving on
full
to the last
100%. I
story.
love it.
Who else owed child
Exactly.
support? What's the last story? Who else owed child
No,
support?
so this last one is not about child support, but this one is wild. So I titled this one "Walk Walk Chicken Chicken Walk Walk Chicken Head."
Oh,
You really were in
yeah,
your
that.
hip hop bag, weren't you? You really were.
I was. Okay,
What
so
was you calling a
I
chicken head? I was screaming.
I named it that because it took place at a chicken spot in
Lord.
Florida. It's
You
always
just said
Florida.
all the wrong
So
words. Chicken in Florida. It was already crazy.
yeah, and 5 women that acted like some chicken heads. So here we go. So 5 women allegedly jumped an employee who confronted them about a clogged toilet at a Papa B's restaurant in Longwood, Florida.
Oh,
So Tristan's face.
this is not
According
people.
to an arrest affidavit, the employee is niggers. It's niggers. And you can tell by the
In the
name.
chicken joint, I knew who it was.
Facts. So, and I don't know what race the employee was. That I don't know. But so according to an arrest affidavit, the employee told police she was advised by wait staff that the bathroom toilet was stuffed with toilet paper, and the likely culprits came from the table of 5 because they were the only people still in the restaurant. It was closing time. So the bathroom was clean, and the employee just told the staff to like keep an eye on the table just to make sure it didn't happen again. But sure enough, one of the 5 went to the restroom again, and when the employee went to go check, the toilet was clogged once again. So at that point, the employee just told them that, you know, she was aware that they keep clogging the toilet, and she asked them to leave because they had already closed their bill out and the restaurant was closed, and everybody was ready to, you know, clean up and go. So she said that's when the patrons became irate and began yelling at the employee. One of them got up and punched the employee, and the other 4 joined in on the fight. They said a cup was also thrown at the employee while another employee jumped in to stop the fight. And one of the suspects threw a chair at that employee who tried to stop the fight. So several other employees intervened, was able to break it up. And surveillance video actually showed that the employees were telling the truth, that how they were attacked by the patrons. And it also showed them like knocking over chairs and tables, just making a mess of the whole restaurant. The employee was okay overall, didn't have any like broken bones or anything like that, but she did have like cuts and bruises and stuff. So the police did arrest Taisha Charles, who's 19, and they all family members. Kanisha Charles, who's 18. Keyonda Charles, who's 24, Jasmine Klein, who's 25, and Jaylee Smith, who's 20, and asked them what happened. They told the police that they paid for their food and were sitting in the booth talking when the employee came up and was just being rude and disrespectful to them, and told them they had to leave. And when they got to leave, the employee got up and pushed one of them, and that's when all the employees started attacking them. But again, there was video surveillance that showed the opposite, that they attacked the employees. So they took them all to jail. They were they're arrested for disorderly conduct, brawling, battery by touching or striking, and criminal mischief charges. And they were bonded out on a bond of $1,026. So bond didn't take much. But yeah, so they had to go back and, you know, see the judge and all that stuff. But to me, it's just like insane. Like, it's never that serious to attack someone, especially at their place of business. They just try to make their coins and go home.
I guess
so
what's really
all that was
bothering me about this
unnecessary to
whole
me.
story is why did y'all clog the toilet in the first place? Like, is that like a new TikTok thing or something? Is that something
On
that's going
purpose.
on? Like, is that a trend?
I hope
It
not.
sounds like a
Oh,
trend
God.
because you said they did it once. Like,
I
I
haven't
understand you
seen
did it
it.
once. You took a massive dump, right? You took a massive dump,
Like,
and you
oopsie.
were embarrassed. I get it. We've been there. Everybody's taking a massive dump. It happened. You need to clog the toilet.
Oh, here you go. Speak for
We know you've been
everybody.
there.
Like you did. Right. You speak for everybody.
I am going to speak for the voiceless. That's why I have a platform to do so, and I will. Okay. And people have taken a dump somewhere, and you was like, "Damn!" Everybody had to smell and see that, so you stuffed that shit. I get it the first time. You've never taken a dump. Are you? You're not a public shitter. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Are you a shy pooper? Is that what you are? Is that what you are?
Nah, I remember I had to take a poop in the
One
public.
time? It's only
Let me
happened
tell you
one
what
time?
happened.
Good Lord.
Oh
How
no.
did y'all avoid this shit?
No. This was like it was like I needed to go home for this one, but I couldn't. So I just went to the bathroom. I waited until everybody went out, and then of course somebody comes in while I'm in mid poop, like I'm having
Oh
a.
no.
I was releasing, y'all. I just kept flushing the toilet over and
That's what you
Hey,
gotta do.
hey,
That's what you gotta
hey,
do to
hey.
mask the smell and the sound.
I didn't want them to hear the boop, boop, boop. So I just kept flushing and kept flushing.
Why do
That's
we
what I'm
like that? Why are we
saying.
embarrassed
Like,
when it comes to
look,
stuff
I'm
like
gonna tell,
that?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. They went in there and dropped some serious timber. Okay, shit was crazy. Literally, the shit was crazy. And then apparently somebody else guts. And
Yeah,
now the second time,
timber.
that's what's really bogging my mind. Like, who else's insides are that bad? They had to do it too. So that's why I feel like this is some type of gag. It was a prank or something. It had to be some type of prank.
I don't know. I feel bad for the employees. Hopefully they get banned and they take care of these charges. Because again, like to attack somebody because you're in the wrong at their place of business when they're actually closed. Like, what was the reason? And my car people, what was the reason?
I
It don't
feel
make no
like the
sense to me. That's
answer was just to lock the
unnecessary.
bathroom. Like after they did the second time, I would just lock the bathroom. That's it.
Yeah. After the
But the
first time,
first
because
time, I don't know
again,
why
the
you
restaurant was
clogged the toilet. I don't
closed.
know
They
what it was
already
clogged for.
paid.
Like, what did you like? What was it clogged with? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't. After the first, I can't judge you the first time. That
Yeah.
second time, that's where I have a gripe with you. What the fuck? What do you mean? Why is it clogged twice now? What's going on?
Yeah, I remember I've been in a bathroom before where you see it's clogged. It's clogged with like the toilet paper roll and stuff. It's like, why is it in the toilet? Like, who thought that was a good idea to put that in the toilet? Of course, it's gonna
They
get
do.
clogged. Like, people just
People
do
do
stupid
stupid
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
It's
It's
pretty
just
true.
ridiculous.
Is that all that's on the bulletin board,
Yeah,
ma'am? Is there more? There can't be
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
there's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna hold it right there. There was much more to talk about, but I think that's a good stopping point for this week. So, as always, I'll keep my ear to the
Yay,
street and
yay.
report back next week.
Hey, it's your girl Shauna Don, and you're now listening to Culture 101 Podcast. You can find us everywhere you find your podcast. Check us out, like, and subscribe.
Welcome back. Today, for the lesson plan, we have a very interesting topic ahead of us. So we referenced this earlier, or like on a past episode, and we love the idea so much we had to do a full segment about it. There's a cinematic trope that happens quite often. It's been happening since shit, as long as movies have been made, and it's the white savior trope, where a white person will come in and save a bunch of Negroes from their untimely fate and educate them on the ways they never knew and things that they had never seen and show them the magics of the white world. And today we're going to talk all about it. But see, you have to understand what a white savior actually is. So we have an operational definition. And you know what? Sean is going to read it for us. Sean, you're going to read that definition for us. Yes, you are. So go right ahead and read that definition
Plot
for us
twist.
and let it
Plot twist.
and,
That
and
was
let
real
us know
cute, Tristen.
what a white savior actually is.
All right. And so, a white savior film is often based on a supposedly true story. Second, it features a non-white group or person who experiences conflict and struggles with others that are particularly dangerous or threatening to their life and livelihood. Thirdly, a white person, the savior, enters the milieu through their sacrifices as a teacher, mentor, lawyer, military, etc., and has the ability to physically save or at least morally redeem the person or community of folks of color by the film's end. So there are plenty of examples of white savior films, most of which are problematic, but some of which are really
Mm.
classic movies. So today we're going to talk about the white savior movies that we have come to love.
We gotta for real talk about this white savior thing. How do we even feel about that trope? Like, does it hurt? Or does it is it something that you're like, you know what, let's see what kind of cute shit these white people think they're gonna teach us?
I think it depends on the story and how it's told and shot because a lot of them, like Sean said, are problematic, but then some of them are less problematic and you can actually enjoy watching it or whatever. So I think it's just all in how it's written, how it's shot, and just the people actually involved with it, like the care that they take to tell their story. You know what I'm saying? The angles and perspectives that they take on this story. So I think it depends.
What about you, Sean?
Damn, I kind of like a good amount of white savior movies. I'm not gonna lie. I know that's
She's a
fucking
supporter.
some of them be so good. Like
They
they be good
do.
movies.
They
They be good
do.
movies.
She's a WSS, a white savior supporter.
Wow, that was these labels. See, watch niggas label you. That's some white shit, actually. White
See,
people
that's
love to
what I be
label
talking
you.
about. I can't stand a label. Don't be putting labels on
White
me.
people love it. You know the labels. Once you go black, you never go back. Like Paul Mooney said, like, what
Right.
happens? You fall in some type of dark hole? Like, what the fuck you mean you never come back?
Yeah,
Never ever?
Leslie. Well,
Apparently
I
they
wouldn't say
do.
all of that. But what I would say is that some white savior movies they be good cinema.
I
I'll
feel
say
that.
that.
No, I'm somewhere in the middle. I mean, because there are times where you
Mhm.
sniff it out immediately, but like you already know what this
Mhm.
shit is about to be. All right, you felt bad because you feel like you connect with these children, and now you're gonna. And honestly, look, I'm not gonna take anything away from these people in real life that you wanted to help because you felt like your heart was in the right place. But some of these movies are
Mhm.
just fucking ridiculous. Like, really, they didn't know anything. They knew nothing. They really knew nothing. The child was just fucking stupid, and then you just
You
came in
just
and helped
Yeah.
everybody's brain work.
change their entire life.
Like the fuck are
And
you,
also,
So
Afro?
like,
he's such a nice white person, which rare.
Like it's like what
yeah.
are you? Some about Lateral? Like what are you talking about? How do all the children get focused now? Like what are we talking about? Like I'm just
So
saying.
like this conversation started with the whole blindside conversation. I know, Sean, you said that used to be like one of your favorites. Is it still one of your faves, or is it now like more problematic
Man,
to
we about
you?
to-
Excellent
you know, I
segue.
Well,
Excellent
knowing what we
segue.
know,
Excellent.
knowing what we now know, how do you feel
Right.
about the blind side, Sean? We gotta
Oh
know.
man.
Now that we know what we know, I would say it's no longer one of my favorites. But in terms of savior movies, I have a category of white savior movies, and that
Okay.
is one of the gooder. Wow, I need a white savior to come teach me English.
We need Hillary Swank, Freedom Riders, bring her over.
Bring her right on over. Or over. Send Hillary on over. Send her.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
All right,
But
well,
you know,
Sean,
some of
then
them,
drop your top three. Give us your top three white savior films.
damn, Blindside, Freedom Riders. Shit, I might just have a top two.
Let's keep it
You-
simple. Top two faves, top two
You went
most
straight
problematic.
2000s on that one too. Like you did not get out of like a 3 or 4 year period. It's very interesting. It's very telling. It's very telling.
I might be around the
Oh, I
same.
guess and I was a lot younger when I first saw these movies, so maybe that's why they just got really stuck to my heart. And then as I got older, I started to see that they were more problematic. But I already like them so much.
I get that. I get
Mm.
that.
Okay, those are good picks. Those are
All
good
right, what are y'all
picks.
faves?
Oh, my all-time favorite probably be Hardball. Like that
Okay.
movie never
Like,
gets old to
You
me. I
said
think
all time. Like there are many other fine pieces of cinema, and that is the one that sticks at the top for you.
it's like
Okay.
up there.
Okay.
Like I've loved that movie since it first came out. I remember like going to the movies to see it. I remember my parents buying it. We still had the VHS tape, like the soundtrack. We had that CD. Like I just loved everything Hardball. And like I recently watched it again, and I didn't realize I still quote a lot of the lines from that movie to this day. Like I didn't realize I still did that. And yeah, it's just one of those feel good movies because of the kids that are involved in it. Like for me, the center are the black kids. Of course, Diane Lane, Keanu Reeves, they're the like, the white folks that are in the spotlight of the movie. But for
was in that
me,
movie. I forget she's in it.
she was a teacher.
Yeah.
But for me, it was about the kids, their humor, their plight. Like it still evokes emotion out of me, like the OG baby thing.
All you had to say his
Jefferson
name.
Albert Tibbs getting
All you had to
beat
say his
up.
name.
I know.
Man, she baby get me every
I
time.
know.
God damn.
I know. It makes you cry every time. So that would be like one of my tops. A lot of people may not consider this one white savior, but the more you like get into it and then like start seeing, like the sequel stuff like that, Avatar. I consider that a white savior
For sure.
movie.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Because Avatar,
I had to think of what Avatar was
because
about.
Avatar
That
is
long-ass
literally the
movie.
plot of Avatar is just Pocahontas from John Smith's perspective. That's literally all Avatar is.
Sure. Yep.
So that's
Yeah.
Pocahontas, one of the greatest white savior stories in history.
That part. So yeah, Avatar just cinematically, like, it's one of my favorites as well. I can watch it all the time. I love the second one, but it's kind of like it does make me feel a little way because it's like, dang, should I love it as much as I do? But here we are.
My favorite two white savior movies. I dove deep. And I really thought about all of them.
Okay.
and I may have to get an honorable mention, but number one, I think we're gonna go with Finding Forrester. Love that movie. Had Sean Connery and
Oh,
Ron Brown.
I forgot about
In
that
2000
one.
is when it came out. I like that movie just because it was in
Mm-hmm.
New York, and Busta Rhymes is in that too, which is dope. He was doing a lot of movies around that time,
Mm-hmm.
but he played his older brother. But yeah, I like that movie just because it wasn't so much white savior more as it was helping real white more like mentorship. It really was mentorship. Like the
Mm-hmm.
kid was really talented. No, because
Mentorship.
the kid was really talented writer, like a really, really good writer. It's just that where he was, nobody was
Yeah.
ever going to see that. Nobody was ever going to see it where he was. They weren't checking for it, no kind of way. And then you helped this man, one of the greatest writers in history, helped him. Like, my God, that would be like if me as a kid, like, wanted to do film and John Hughes came and found me talking about, I'm going to help you, man. I'm going to help you write these movies. John Hughes? My God. John Hughes, by the way, did Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He wrote Home Alone. Like most of those
Mm.
80s
Got
movies,
it. Got
one
it.
of the most talented directors, 16 Candles, all of that, John Hughes. Anyway, so all that
Okay.
to say, I really dug that. And then he played basketball. He was really fucking good. And there's this scene where they shooting free throws. The nigga made 50 free throws in a row. Like, I was the only person I knew who did that before Steph Curry. Shit was crazy. So, like, really, really
Mm.
enjoyed that movie. You should definitely go back and watch it. Shout out to New York. It definitely paints a good picture of New York. Definitely dig it. Number two, I had to
Okay.
really think about this because there's a lot of movies that kind of fall in this one. But I think for right now in my lifetime, I'm gonna say Gran Torino.
I
Seems
never
to
seen
be like
that, but I
what?
know what it
It's
I
with
never
is.
Clint
seen it.
Eastwood, and he saves this little Vietnamese boy
Mm-hmm.
from the horrors of his cousin's gang. And
Mm.
but and
Oh yes, he was
Oh,
like a mean
curmudgeon.
neighbor
He
or
was a
some shit, right?
curmudgeon. He was very racist in that movie. But I'm not gonna lie, it was some of the funniest
Mm-hmm.
racism ever. You definitely should check that movie out. Look up that old curmudgeon white man.
Not
It
some of the
really
funniest
was. Like I
racism.
saw it was a group of us from
Right.
Howard. We went to go see it. It was like 11 of us. We went to go see this movie. And I'm not gonna lie to you, we were cracking up and we really enjoyed that movie. It was it was it was
Oh.
unquestionably racist, but a good time. Like, but not like in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Not like Birth of a Nation racist. But like it was a good time. But honorable mention to Glory Road.
But
What?
entertaining racist. Yeah.
What?
I said
Yes, exactly
entertaining
that.
racist, huh?
Um, but honorable mention to Glory Road. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up. Love that movie, The Western Texas Miners, and what they did, the first all-black lineup to ever win an to NCAA championship. That's TCU now, but shout out to them. And I feel like that's less a white savior story because like basketball players are black, and they just are. So, and they won with their own talent.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody had to give them anything. They were good. You know what I'm saying? Like all these men were very good. So,
Mm-hmm.
but have to shout that out. Just love that story. Gets me every time. Every fucking time.
Okay. Those are good
But I
picks.
guess we'll start with you, Leslie, because you have the cons ready. You were ready with the problematic movies.
Uh,
Go ahead and drop it on us.
um, yeah, so for me, it would definitely be The Help, and for me, it's because it's personal. Because that was literally like I saw my grandma in that movie. Like her whole career was taking care of white women's children, cleaning their home, and all that stuff. And like even until like after she retired and stuff like that, the kids still checked on her because she helped raise them. They came to her funeral and all that stuff and stuff like that. So from the outside looking in, it looked like it was a positive experience for the most part. Like, I didn't really like talk to her in depth about those experiences, stuff like that. However, being it was in like the 40s I feel like she retired like in the late 90s so doing that almost like 50 years or something like that. I know she's seen a lot, she's experienced a lot, and I don't know, it's just too close to slavery for me. You know what I'm saying? So it just always gave me this like
It
weird
feels
feeling.
plantation-ish. I get it. I get it. And then that movie takes place in the South
Yeah,
too.
and that was
You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
I get it. That
yeah,
movie it bothers
yeah,
me every time I see it. And I love Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer. I love them. I'm never going to
yeah.
question any decisions they make. Right.
Shout out to
And
them.
They
Emma
did a
Stone. Emma
great
Stone.
job. They
Hell
did
of a
an
job.
absolutely great job.
And then I love the director. He
Yeah.
directed James Brown's movie Get Up. Get on up. Get on up. Yeah, he directed that too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, fun
But
fact.
that movie just
Fun
no.
fact. So yeah. Yeah, it just ugh, I don't know, always gave me a weird feeling. Shout out to the little pie Octavia baked though. That was a good little scene in there. If I had to pick one more, even though it's based on a true story, so like I'm glad the story got told. For some reason, it just rubs me the wrong way again when like these stories are told of like the black people being slow, even if like with the blind side, he turns out that wasn't true. It'll be radio, even though I know that was like his story and
Oh,
stuff like that. He was
wow.
challenged or
That's a
whatever.
deep
It
cut. You
just,
pulled out Cuba Gooding
That was a
Jr.'s
good one.
radio.
yeah, yeah. So for me, it would be radio. Like I said, I can appreciate that his story was told, but it just rubs me the wrong way when it's like a white savior helping the mentally challenged or physically challenged black person or person of color, and it's just always just like because honestly, there's always an ulterior motive. With people in general, but especially with like these white savior tropes, there's always something that they want to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So even in my favorite one, Hardball, Keanu was a gambling man trying to make back his bets and doing this for money at first. Of course, turns around, he falls in love with the kids and likes helping them. But it's like there's always something that they're trying to get out of it. So for you to try to take advantage of someone who's not, all the way in their right mind and stuff like that, it's really just unsettling. So yeah.
You know what I don't like about white savior movies though is that they always portray, like every white savior movie, they always have one black person who could have helped
They love
but did
that.
not
Oh, they
help.
love that.
Oh
They love it.
yeah.
That whole thing, oh,
Hmm.
your mom was a crackhead, so she couldn't do anything for you. Your teachers didn't care about you. They just
We
like
need to
it's
go
just
through all the
always
reoccurring
something where a
motifs.
black person
No, but that's
couldn't
a
have
good
helped.
point that you bring up. We need to go through all the reoccurring motifs of the white
Hmm.
savior movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to go through all. Like, once we drop all these, we'll probably need to break down the white
Hmm.
savior.
Hmm.
Like, how do you have a great white savior movie? We'll have to go through it in a second. But
Hmm.
what's your other one, Leslie?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
said mine, The
Two
Help and
ratings.
Radio.
Good lord, that's fucking movie. I'm sorry. Uh, John, please. What are your two?
Sean.
All I had was the help. I
I
was
mean,
trying to think of some old like
god damn.
slave movies because I know
12
damn.
Years a
But do we
Slave.
see that?
12
Do
Years
we
a
see that as
Slave.
Well, I
problematic, or do
never.
we see
Django.
that as
Personally, I never seen all of 12 Years
it's
a
real? It
Slave.
is long.
Never seen it
It is
It's
all.
long.
long.
I'm tired of long ass slave movies. Couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Amistad. I mean, you could throw them all in there, honestly.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
Django.
Django.
Yeah,
I
Django's
didn't like
definitely
that
a white
movie
savior
at
Mm.
film for
all.
sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really?
I hate that
They killed
movie.
that many
Like,
slave owners and you still hate it?
goodness.
It's
Yeah.
I'm not
Because
really
I
a
didn't
fan of
understand.
like
Was this supposed to be a
Well,
comedy? It just made me
you gotta like
uncomfortable.
Quentin
The
Tarantino
whole
films.
movie, I was uncomfortable.
Yes, if you don't like
I'm
Tarantino,
not
then
really
you're
a
not gonna
fan of
like
Quentin
that.
like that.
Yeah. I don't
It's
really
so
understand
basically
his.
it's the hero's perfect journey, if you will. Like it's the hero's perfect journey. It's just like a little it's just a western. That's all it is. You got to think about it as a western. If you think about it as a western, it's not
Mm.
unlike any other western. There's a guy that has some type of downtrodden thing, then they get with somebody else, and then they teach them the ways. Like it's Kid in King Arthur's court. It's not any
Mm-hmm.
of those movies. It's just that it's set in the time period of slavery, where you have some man who is a slave, but he can help
Mm-hmm.
me as I am a bounty hunter. You know what I'm saying? It's like there are some positives to Django, but I can understand a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
didn't fuck with it, so I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I get that.
just not
Get
the
that.
thing for me.
Okay.
Not it for me. And
Yeah,
can I
sure.
get an honorable mention on my white
Yeah.
savior movies that I actually did?
Yeah.
Cool
What do
Runnings.
you
Y'all
remember?
remember that
Come on
movie?
now. We
Yeah.
have Bob
That
Slade.
was
Jamaica, we
We
got
have
a
the
bobsled team.
Sedna.
We got the one Reese and the one Junior and the one cool
I mean, I
Tonka.
fucking
Yeah,
love
that was
John.
my movie growing
I
up. I used to
fucking
watch it
love
all
the
the
John.
time.
movie.
Just great anything. My most problematic white savior film for me. I'm looking at my list here, and okay, number one, we're gonna go with The Last Samurai. That's why. How the fuck is Tom Cruise gonna be the last
Never
damn
seen it.
samurai? That's already crazy. That's already crazy. A white man is the last samurai.
Wait,
I was
wait.
about to say,
I'm
is
sorry,
it?
'cause I never seen
Yeah,
it. So I am
but I'm
A
like,
weak.
is
white
this
man is the last damn samurai.
samurai? He doesn't
Look,
fit
I
the
feel like Paul
cultural
Mooney. We're
aspect.
gonna hire Tom Hanks to play the last nigga on earth, dude.
No,
Or we're gonna
Lord.
hire Meryl Streep to play Harriet Tubman. Something wild. That's just insane.
I can't.
Bring
You
Marilyn.
know, Hollywood probably tried that. I'm sure Hollywood
You gotta
tried
hear
that
Paul
before
when
it
we
was
talk about it,
Cynthia.
because
I'm
he's talking
sure.
about, I just can't wait for the reviews. The white reviews. She was absolutely brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
She was when she freed the first slaves,
Oh my
I got
God.
naked in the theater. It was amazing. The makeup
Oh
was
my
fantastic. Okay. And one more.
Terrible.
A Time to Kill. That's with Sam Jackson and Matthew McConaughey. You know, it's not that I don't
Mm.
like it. It's just that, like, come on now.
Man, them white boys got what they deserved. I just
They
knew.
did. They did get what they deserved.
In case people haven't seen it, I ain't
I
gonna ruin
mean,
the whole plot of the
or
movie,
maybe The
but it
Green
was a
Mile. I
good
hate
movie.
worse. I don't know. One of those two. One. I can't stand The Green
Oh,
Mile. I hate that
okay.
fucking movie.
I got an honorable
The Green Mile
mention.
is the one with the guy with the flies out his mouth.
Yeah.
What's his name?
John,
The big black guy.
John Coffey.
The one that did the Omarosa.
No, that's what's that man's name? Yeah,
Mhm.
Michael.
He passed.
God damn, what's Michael Duncan? Yes.
Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah, he did pass
Mhm.
away.
He did
Mhm.
It's been almost 10 years
Okay,
now
Green
since he
Mile, I
passed. I
can see
think.
that.
Mhm. Something like that. I have an
Which
honorable
one?
mention that I think is just so overrated. The one that they made all of us
To
read in
Mockingbird?
high school.
Is that a white savior film?
To
though?
Kill a Mockingbird.
I
Is that
knew
a
he
white
was about to
savior
say
film?
that shit. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, because her dad was
That's right.
his lawyer
That's
trying to get him
right.
off for,
That's right.
allegedly raping this woman when he didn't do it. But then he got convicted and ended up getting killed anyway. But I
Why was
think
this
it's
a
overrated.
countrywide book report? Like, why do
Because
we all have to read this damn
I mean, I'm not
book?
gonna lie to you. It is a moving story. Like it's one of the few books that you read, and I felt like I wasn't ever like, I should put this down. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it was motivating me to turn the pages. That's what I'll say. Like it was motivating me to turn the pages reading it.
For
Man, I
me,
feel like it was setting us up to have the white savior movies. It was setting us up. It was setting us up to be.
Subconsciously. For me, I appreciated
Oh, I
reading
love
Catch 22
Catch-22.
more than To Kill a Mockingbird because Catch 22 is something that everybody relates to and use that throughout your entire life. You're like, damn, it's a
I mean, there are many
Catch-22s. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Les, 1/3 of the Culture 101 podcast. We want you to stay locked in for more content coming to you soon. Stay tuned.
But let's talk
Always
about the
like-
anatomy of a white savior.
Yeah.
So, like, what is one thing that you must have in order to have a white savior movie? Clearly, other than a white person.
A good
Well, I was
acting person. Like
a
Michael.
notable white person who's going to draw people to the movie box office streaming,
so
whatever.
we're making our own movie.
You
at
have
this
to
point.
have.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, so we're making the perfect
Yeah,
white
we're
savior
making
film.
it. We're making
Okay.
Are we
like,
casting?
See, I thought we were just going
Who'd
to talk
y'all
about the
pick? Who'd
anatomy
y'all
of it, but this is
pick?
even better. This is great. So we're making a white savior movie. First off,
Yeah.
we need a title, guys.
Let's cast
We need
it.
a title. What's it going to be called?
Mhm.
What is the name of this white savior film?
Well, we got to figure out what's it about.
We gotta
What's
have
the
it- we gotta
focus
figure out
of
what it's
it?
about.
I
first.
feel like the white savior movie should be about this ice cream man. And he sees that all the impoverished children don't get enough ice cream. And so he sees some young gangs and he's like, you know what? I can help y'all all make money. We're going to start an ice cream business. I'm going to make y'all all ice cream men. And we're going to go around. And then he teaches them the value of $1 and hard work, but they can't leave the streets alone. And they start selling drugs out the ice cream truck. And then one of them gets caught up with the law. And then, man, this is just writing itself. And
It's called Ice
Ooh!
Cream, You Scream. That's what it's called.
I like that. Ice Cream, You Scream. The heartwarming tale of John Finkelstein, who saves the inner city
You gotta be the name of the
youth
person.
by
Mhm.
giving them cold dairy treats. Fuck yes. There we go. Who is our
I know who
protagonist? Who's
I
the
know
ice
who the
cream
star
man?
is.
Who's starring it?
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, no.
He's gonna narrate like
I want him
Deadpool.
to narrate
I
the
want it
movie.
like
I want him to
Deadpool.
narrate it, but he's not the protagonist. He's too old. We need somebody. We need a fresher face. But
Okay,
yes,
okay, but
he
he
should
can
definitely
narrate,
be the
okay.
narrator. Absolutely, 100%.
Mhm.
And we can pay him less too because he costs a lot of money.
Okay.
Costs a lot of money.
A fresher white
Fresh
face.
white face. More fresh.
What's a fresh right face thing? Who is a fresh
Oh, I know.
face?
I know who we should use. Jack Harlow.
Ooh, what? Okay, he was
He's-
actually decent in White Man Can't Jump.
I
Is he
Oh, you
too?
know what?
Is he
He
too
was a white
spicy
man
white
can't
meat? Or
jump
we
too,
need
and I
somebody
like
a little
that.
It
more
was
cute?
actually decent. You know, I was gonna say
He
Harry
is.
Styles
Harry
because he
He is
actually
Styles?
spicy
did.
Oh, they would
male,
love to make that look.
but
I would say Harry Styles because he did a
let
good
me look up
job.
What
who
do you
Harry
mean? That's
Styles
a
is,
big
because y'all
white
getting too
name.
far with the
He
white
just
names
won the
now. I don't
album
be
of the
knowing all
He the
that.
year.
one from.
Yeah.
He the one from One Direction. Yeah, at the
Harry
Grammys.
Styles. It'll
Yeah.
be one our ice cream movie to start off with them in the hood selling the drugs out of the ice cream truck.
No,
Somebody
no,
get
it's
shot, and
backstory.
then the movie, then
We
we
gotta
go
give
back.
us
No.
backstory.
It's gonna start. No, it's gonna start like the JS ice cream video where it like opens up and then like someone in the corner licking
Benny
ice
Boo
cream
is
and it's
not
gonna
directing
like
this
pan
shit.
down the street
Direct
or
Lil
whatever. It's
X
gonna
is
start off
not
like that
directing
video.
this shit. Okay, we're getting a real ass director. Who do we have? Who do we have available?
But let's go with your first mind.
Nah, we good. We heard
So it
you.
can be
I don't got no.
successful.
I don't want to beef with
Oh
nothing you
yes.
said.
Okay. But yeah, basically there has to be an issue that the white savior has that they're trying to solve for themselves. And in turn they
I know
have
what
to
it is.
help
I know
this
what it
group
is. I know what
of
it is. I just hit me.
black
Okay.
people of color, Hispanic, whatever.
No.
He lost
Well, no,
his
he
job
did
and
lose
then
his
he had to
job. You're
live in the
correct.
hood.
He does lose his job. But the ice cream belonged to his uncle or some type of relative, and he's taking it over because now he is down on his luck. You know what I'm saying? He's taking it over because he is down on whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like maybe he's under investigation at work or something. Like maybe he's a referee or something, or we need something that he could. Yeah, no,
Damn,
because I feel like that's the
investigation.
reason he's doing this because his pops died, and so now, or his whatever, and so now he's got to go man the ice cream truck because his mother
It
has
sounded
to
like
because
average Joe.
his mother's sick and she's like, you don't come home enough. Yeah, just go. You should go work the ice cream truck this summer. We could definitely use you. You know, your father would have wanted that. All right, ma, and it'll take your mind off whatever's going on at work or whatever. You know, like oh yeah, he works on Wall Street. He's under investigation by the SEC. Boom, there it is for insider trading. For insider trading,
That's
that's
so
believable.
specific. Yeah, okay.
Right, and then he goes
Okay.
to Harlem to sell the ice cream.
Okay,
And
stay
then,
That sounds believable.
but
I like this movie. This is
but
gonna be
what's
a
the challenge though?
already
We're
turning
missing a
into
challenge.
Tristan,
We're
write
missing the
it.
challenge.
Go ahead
There's
and
got to be
write it.
some type of obstacle. Like is it just the drugs or getting the kids back? Because like it'll follow 4 or 5 kids. So one person's mother needs to be on crack. Another child needs to not be able to read. Another child is a sports star.
Oh
No,
my
he
goodness.
Well, he gotta have custody of one of the kids. Like they get their house or something, or their
Also,
mom's
he's a
boyfriend
big
is
brother
like beats
too.
their ass or something, so they ran away from the mom's house.
Also, a kid
Live with
stays
him.
with him.
So the
Okay.
kid's staying with
Which
him.
Yeah,
is
the
the
kid is
crack
staying with
crack
him.
child?
He has one kid that's staying with him.
Okay. I like that. I like.
It could be.
Oh my god. No, it's a really, really smart kid with a promising future. He just
Oh,
comes
so
from a
that's the kid
troubled
that stays
home.
with him. So
So
we
he
got
just
the
needs that
so like the
extra
little
guidance
so
to
the
keep
little
him on the
kid
straight
computer
and
genius.
narrow.
Oh, the kid is a bit of a computer genius and helps him hack in and helps him get away and helps him find the information he needs so he gets off investigation. Wow, full circle. We
There
just
you
did
go.
that shit. Wow, we're better than the writer's room. Fuck ChatGPT. We got that shit.
Boom.
So
You're
now,
right.
what else are we missing
You're
from
right.
this?
Oh, we gotta
God.
have a love interest,
Oh,
to make it interesting.
Exactly. No. I
You
think
want some
I
jungle
think he should
fever? His
be.
love interest
He
be a
can't
black
get. No, he
woman.
can't get too deep.
Ooh.
It's gotta be like a Latin, like a Puerto Rican.
It should be the sister of one of the boys, and he falls in love with the older sister who just graduated from college or
Well,
something,
how
so
she
she's
get
back around the way.
But hold up.
See,
It's the home
And
is that
she's like, she had a
everybody from the
scholarship.
hood
No,
don't stay in the hood.
I'm
Some
not
people go to
saying that.
college.
What I'm
Right. She
saying
had a
is,
scholarship.
it
She
just
was very
seems to
smart.
me that like she came out of no. I feel like she got to do something else. She came out of nowhere. She just came out of nowhere.
I
Or
like
she
the idea
still
of her
lives there.
being
She's in her early 20s working,
Oh, like
maybe at the
she's
a
like some
local
type of social
job
worker
or something.
'Cause
Yeah.
she has to be.
She's a teacher at the high
They got to
school.
share a plate. They got to share a plate because she's got to misjudge him. She has to misjudge
So
him.
she just
Yes.
graduated with a degree in psychology. Now she's
like
back trying to like.
Yes, I like that. I
So
like
she's
that a lot.
degree in psychology.
Right.
Yes, because she
Correct.
yeah. She misjudges him. They end up spending time together. They fall for each other.
Absolutely.
I do think she needs to be of color. So who we casting?
I think
Oh,
she
you
needs to
wanna-
be of
oh, you
color, but
wanna-
she could be like a Paula
You want to
Patton
like
color,
right?
you know?
Damn near.
But that's the thing.
I
It's
think
always
Shantae
light
Adams.
skin.
I
Let's
think
go. Let's
Shantae
go some
Adams. The woman
melanin.
who played.
I want to get some melanin.
Nah, Tika.
What about Tika Sumter?
Well, if we're doing Harry Styles, I feel like he needs to look more around his age, which he's younger white, but he be looking older white. He be living a hard life. So
He's
like,
So
29.
Shantae
yeah,
Adams.
that's what I'm
Look up
saying.
Shantae
He
Adams.
younger, but he still look
Shantae
older.
Adams,
Like
I
he
feel
look like
like
he
is who,
could be
who
in
we're
his late
looking for.
30s.
She was in the photograph. She was the mother.
No, she's
Shantae
too
Adams?
old. She looks too. She looks older, but she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, because she was in
But I feel like
Journal
we
for
can
Jordan.
make her
She's
look
beautiful, but
young.
she
We
looks
can make
older
her
than
look
Harry.
young.
If
Put
we're
the
thinking
braids
of
in her head.
Harry
Box
for the
braids gonna
lead,
take her back.
mm-mm,
So we can't use
mm-mm,
Shantae Adams.
mm-mm.
We can't use Shantae.
No, she's not
Okay.
the right
Sean,
one. I
who you
love her.
looking?
She's beautiful. Mm-mm.
What about Coco Jones?
Oh, yeah, she can
Mm.
I think
act.
Coco Jones with some box braids.
I like Coco Jones.
Coco, I feel like
No,
is
I
taller
think
than
he'll put
Harry though. I feel like she's
he'll put
taller
lips
than
in his
Harry. I
shoes.
feel
He'll
like
put
it
lips
needs
in
to
his
be,
shoes.
taller
We'll
than
take care of that
11?
because she's not that fucking tall. It's not like she's
but
not 6'5".
I'm thinking Yara because
Ooh, that's
she
an
has like
interesting
the
choice.
age
Now
look,
that
the age
I
look
Yara
I'm
can
looking
get
Shahidi?
for.
behind. I love Yara Shahidi. I like her a lot, and she has a lot of complexity to her character.
Yeah.
Yes, I sign off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, do you sign off on Yara Shahidi? No.
Okay.
I just ain't know all the white people y'all was naming, but the black ones, I know most of them.
No,
Or
no,
what
no,
about
hell
her?
no. She
You know her being
she
her
can be
actor
her
there.
friend.
She did the Beauty and the
No,
Beast.
I
she
didn't
could
know
be the
she'd be
friend at
acting.
You don't
school or
think
something
her
that's friends with
with her
Yara,
curly
but she can't be
hair?
your. Nah, because
Cause she
her
giving
acting is
like she
not
could be
that great,
Dominican.
and we
I'm feeling
really
like a
need to, and this
Dominican.
really needs to go.
Dominican.
And I feel like Yara, if Harry falls flat, will carry the picture. So I would prefer
Okay,
to have a
enough.
stronger actress. Now her can be in it,
Okay,
absolutely. I'm
let's
not
stick
gonna
with
tell you
Yara.
no. If she says yes to the project, we're gonna find her a role. Like I'm not gonna miss the chance.
Yeah.
I told you I'm not gonna miss the chance to
She could
work
be
with
a
her.
friend.
All right, the Magic 8 Ball
She could
told
be the
me so.
homegirl.
All right. All right. I'm just making sure. Her, there's always a
You
spot for
know.
you in our movie. It does sound like now who's gonna be that old person
I love
that is
this.
always some type of old black person, right? And then an old racist white person. So who's gonna be the
The
so the mother's
wisdom.
probably racist.
Mm-hmm.
His mother's probably racist. We need a Karen. We need a Karen. We need a Karen.
So an older white
and
woman
we need a
and
Karen and a
then an
sage
older black
black
woman.
woman. Yes. And I think we have all the pieces we need.
I'm thinking of what's her name from The Family That Prays. What's
Oh,
her
you talking about
name?
Kathy
She's been
Bates?
in everything.
Oh, I see
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
I
I
see
feel like
Kathy
she could play
doing
an old
that.
racist white lady.
I really could. I
Mm-hmm.
could see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about older black woman for like the sweet, like
I'm
maternal
gonna do
figure?
this, and I feel
The one
like
that has
it's gonna
all the
bother me
wisdom.
later, but I'm gonna say Alfre Woodard. Overacting,
I'm
so
not
we
mad
can
at
reel
that.
her in.
I'm not
I'm
mad
not
at
mad
that
at
either.
that at all.
We're gonna be just fine.
Me too.
No, I like this film. We'll throw a good-looking black protagonist in there as well. Maybe that guy who plays Chevalier or something, just to make it pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, I like this. So I mean, do we
Oh,
think
he's
it's do we
good.
think it's still are we
Mm-hmm.
ready
Mm-hmm.
to pitch this?
I just know the number one song on our soundtrack gonna be "Come and Get a Scoop of My Ice Cream, Baby."
I was
Just got
I
the
was thinking
flavors
Raekwon
that I love.
myself.
Drive me
I was thinking
crazy.
Raekwon,
Tonight is gonna
but that's fine.
be- That's the number one song on the soundtrack. Oh, and then the second one, Ice Cream Paint Job. Yeah, buddy. Rolling
Should we
like
have
a
some
bitch,
cues
shot
strolling
shit
too?
tuned up like a NASCAR.
Should we have some cues strolling the movie too?
Excellent.
Just
I'm in
to
charge
bring
of
it
the
full
soundtrack.
circle? Why not?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Let's go
I
all the
love it.
way.
Viewers, if you
Come
think
on.
of anything else,
Come
you let
on.
us know. Any
I'm
other
here for
casting
it.
decisions? I think we're gonna take some time and we're gonna post this actual casting. Like we'll make a post of this and we'll see if we can get this together. But John F. We'll call him John F. for now. John F. It's the story. It's a heartwarming tale of John F. Securities trader, right? Then gets under investigation at work, So then he has to stop. His license is suspended. Then his father passes. Oh my God, he's having a tough time. But his father's the ice cream man, beloved all over. And he says, "I'm gonna go into the hood." And then he sees kids selling drugs, and he's like, he feels bad. And then he gets a run-in with the cops, and he stops the kid from getting picked up by the cops. And he's like, he's working with me. And then he decides to help the kids, and they stop selling drugs, but one of them can't leave it alone. And I think a kid's got to die. I think they got to kill a kid. They got to kill a kid. I think so. There's got to be
Can't leave him
there's got to
alone.
be a funeral in this movie somewhere. Right.
Yeah, a
right,
kid always
right.
has to
And
die.
then he falls in love
It's
with
got to be a G baby.
Shanika Johnson. falls in love with.
Ooh, it's got to be the one that played on Blackish. The little boy that played on
Oh,
Blackish.
fuck
The one they
yeah!
saying should be like the next Miles
I
Morales.
don't want
He
to
gonna
just
be the
kill him
one
off,
that
but
die.
absolutely though, he
Miles?
would do great because he's older now, and he
Aw.
could be that kid. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I love it. I'm here for
He
it.
would.
Yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the streets is calling. They calling
That's torn
him.
between
Yep,
doing better,
yep.
but the streets, and
Oh
he don't
yeah,
know
this
where
is
to go. He get
fantastic.
caught up
This is an
one
Oscar
night.
winner right here. I see
Mm-hmm.
us giving
Mm-hmm.
for everything: original screenplay, best score, best
I love
picture, best
it.
director, best actor. And the heartwarming tale.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Styles gonna win an Oscar. We're gonna get Harry Styles an Oscar, I promise. It's gonna be awesome.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Absolutely. Well,
All
guys,
right,
I
that was
think this
great.
does
Put it in the
conclude
show.
the White
I'm here
Savior
for it.
segment. If you have any other of your favorite White Savior films, please let us know. We'll post a list of our favorites, ones to watch and ones to avoid. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your main man Trist, and you are now tuned in to Culture 101. And welcome to another segment of Do It, Do It, Do It, Do It for the Culture. Do it, do it, do it for the culture. What you do it for the culture. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Sean, take it away. What's doing it for the culture this week?
So first and foremost, we need to talk about Simone Biles. Can we just
Yes,
give
we
her-
do, goddammit. Talk about her. We don't talk about her enough.
Mama is a star.
She
Yes,
is
she
a
is.
star. If you do not know, Simone Biles won a record 8th all-around title at the U.S. Gymnastics Championship, a full decade after her first national title. I'm talking about she's been in this game for a while.
Yep.
Flipping.
So her newest victory took place in San Jose, California, just weeks after she returned from her 2-year break to focus on her mental health. If you all remember, it was a really big thing in the news when she decided
So she could have
to
been
take
won
off.
10 times. She could have been won 10 times. Oh man, y'all should be happy she took a break.
She took a break to let some of the little girlies win some titles. And then she came back and said, I am taking them all. And a quote by Simone after she won, she said, "It's really amazing. Everybody in here believes in me, so I just need to start believing in myself a little bit more. It feels amazing, and I love the fans. I love the crowd. It was really special." So she is living her best life right now. Didn't she just get married recently? She has been doing her thing.
She
Simone-
has.
In total, she has 25 medals at World Championships, including 18 gold medals, higher than any men's or women's gymnast in history.
The best to do it.
History. Shout out
The
to this black
baddest.
woman. Can we give her another
The
round of applause?
baddest. The baddest.
Yeah.
Shout out to Simone Biles. We love you here, girl. Anytime you want to stop by the show, you are more than welcome to do so.
Please. Yeah, I love the fact that she took time for herself to get her mental together, to get married, to deal with, the trauma she went through when it came to the Larry Nassar and all that mess that happened with him. And she came back better than ever. Like, it just goes to show that, like, you can't prioritize yourself, your mental health, your physical health and stuff like that and still be able to accomplish all the things that you want to do. You don't have to sacrifice that. So I just love Simone. Shout out to her. She's amazing.
Shout out to her. I can't even do a cartwheel, so
Oh,
just
me either.
be moving on that floor.
Oh my God.
Y'all.
It's the wrist for me. I'm just worried about her wrist. Like, I fall down skating and hurt
Look at
my
the
wrist.
flick of the wrist.
I was
And
just
then
thinking that in my head, Sean.
Get the flick of the wrist. Woo.
It must be whatever whatever wrist strength exercises she's doing. I would like her to pass them my way.
Okay. That part.
Continuing on in Black woman glory,
Come
we
on.
have Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, I know y'all remember Sha'Carri and her really big deal when she got caught smoking weed was that last year or the year before?
It was like 2 years ago.
It was like
People need
2
to mind their
years ago.
fucking
It was a
business.
big thing, and
People
people
need
tried
to mind their
cancel her
fucking
out.
business.
They
This year,
did.
she told people she's back, she's better, and she is killing it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
during her debut appearance at this year's World Championship in Budapest, Sha'Carri earned a gold medal in the 100-meter sprint, a bronze in the 200-meter, and a gold in the 4x1-meter relay. Woo! Now,
And is the fastest woman due to that 100-meter sprint.
due to that, the fastest woman in the world?
The world.
In the
Yes,
world.
indeed. Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
Woof. my heart is tired just looking at her run. Because
Okay.
honestly, have y'all seen her run, right? Do
Mm-hmm.
y'all think that she actually runs or does she float? Because I'm convinced that this girl be just floating on the track.
I mean, that was a close race. Homegirl from Jamaica was on her. Like, that was a close race. That was a close race.
Did you see her conversations with Shelly Ann? And I forgot the third young lady from Jamaica, but Shelly Ann was like, yeah, U.S. hasn't won this one in a while. Shakari's like, because of you. It was just so cute to see like the camaraderie between them, and they were laughing about it. It was really cute.
You can imagine how long they've known each other. I'm sure they've known each other for quite some time.
Well, it's funny because Shakari and Shelly Ann were doing a press conference, and Shakari said, yeah, I grew up watching her today. And Shelly Ann was like, you calling me old? Like, what you mean you grew up watching me?
Good.
It was
that
so
was
funny.
exactly what you should have said. Talk about that old lady.
But she did. Shakari is what, 23 years old?
Yeah, I think she said the first time she saw her race when she was like 9, and that's like the first time. Because Shelly Ann's been at it for a while as well. She's not new to this either, so shout out to her. But
Shakari finally get that grown woman strength because I feel like she's older now, so it's probably only improved her.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good comeback story. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, people try to cancel her. They were talking so down about her, and it just goes to show, like, if you like go back into your little bubble, put your head down, grind, work out whatever you got to work out, you can come back, like she said, stronger, better than ever, and you can, again, accomplish all your goals. It's not a bad thing to step away or take a step back in order to propel yourself forward. It's necessary in life. So shout out to Shakari.
Shout out to
all the Olympic runners from the U.S. right now. Like we're the fastest again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Usain was there. He was he held it down. I mean, before we move on, can we talk about something? So there's a question they asked a while ago, and I feel like it'll come back up now. But they said, what's more impressive, Usain Bolt being the fastest man in the world for 12 years straight, or like Michael Phelps winning all like the most gold medals ever? Because like if you think about it, Usain Bolt, like imagine
person in the world.
But that's what I'm saying. Like for 12 years, if everybody lined up in the world and they said run, Usain Bolt was gonna win for 12 years. But Michael Phelps has the most gold medal, which is really fucking impressive too.
How many does he have again? Is it like 12 or 18?
30, like 30 something gold medals.
Oh,
like 30
I was
something
way
medals.
off.
He has 30 something medals, but gold, I think it's 20 something gold medals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he has like 32 medals or something wild, absurd.
Oof, that's impressive as well. I mean, they're both up there. They're like right there. I'm impressed regardless. So
I just always have to ask that question because it really made me think about it, and it always comes back. And I'm just like, damn, what is more impressive? For 12 years straight, you were the fastest person in the world. That means nobody could fucking touch you. Not one person on this earth. Because think about it. If they were fast enough, we would know about them.
Right. No, for sure. Speaking of fast men, though.
Ooh, good segue, Leslie. I see what you did.
Segway Jones is back at it.
Hey, yes. So I know that the streets have been all talking about this young man, Noah Lyles. Now, he's been in the news because this 26-year-old brother won his third straight 200-meter world title at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest, the third fastest time ever.
Yes, indeed.
That was only one of his 3 medals of the competition. He also won the 100-meter gold, becoming the first person to sweep the 100 and the 200 since Usain Bolt in 2015.
Yeah, I'm about to say since
so
Usain.
My man was out there running.
Because Usain stopped running the 200. He stopped running.
Oh, gotcha. So he was able to take that.
Oh, okay. So he only started going back. That's how he got you.
Yeah, because Usain would run both for a while, but then once he's like, I'm just gonna run the one.
Yeah, that 200 to get up in your throat, man. I used to do
honestly,
the 100. I used to do 4x1, and I used to hate the 200. So we had a smaller track team. So when somebody didn't show up, I would have to do the 200. That is, I don't know why that race just feels like so damn much. But Lord,
like it's not as bad as the 400. I love the 200.
Well, yeah.
I'm really shitty coming out the blocks
too.
See, you must have been really good coming out the blocks because I was shitty coming out the blocks. So I was just like, anything I can do to give myself an edge on coming out the blocks. Because the 200, the block start is really not that important. Because I don't give a fuck who you are. You still got to sprint that 200 meters. I can catch you at some point. But that 100, If you fuck up your start, you're done. You're done. There's just no.
You're done.
There's
It's
no
it's
catching
done
up.
for. You don't have time to catch up.
Not
But
at all.
back to my
Why
man
is-
Noah.
Yeah, why is Noah really in the headlines? What
So
did
it's
he
a
say?
shame because he should be in it for winning competitions, but instead he's in it
mean, he
because of
is.
his media conference where he felt the need to get some things off his chest. In a quote, he
What'd he
said,
say?
I have to watch the NBA finals and they have the world champions. They have world champions on their head. World champions of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong, I love the US at times. That was real. But
Felt.
but that ain't the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting and thriving and putting on the flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
Dang.
So
I mean,
this
there are
kind of
two
was
schools
shaking
of
the
thought.
table. With a lot of people, especially NBA players. But before we get into what some of them have said on the internet, how do you guys feel about his comments?
Go ahead, Tristen.
I mean,
Give
it's
it
You know,
nice
you know
things.
sports. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is he incorrect? No. He's not
Mhm.
incorrect. He's not incorrect because you do have the FIBA World Championships where they do international basketball, and then you have basketball at the Olympics and all the other good stuff, right? But the NBA is still the strongest league in the world, and I understand other countries can win a game at times here and there, but like if we put our best players in the NBA against any other league's best players, the NBA is gonna win every time, every fucking time.
And other
Every time.
players come from other countries to be
Countries,
drafted
two
into our
players.
NBA. Exactly.
Where the fuck
so,
you think the Joker's from? Serbia. Where's Luka Doncic? No, Luka Doncic's from Serbia. The Joker's from
Antetokounmpo
from
from
Greece. You
What's the
know,
one, the new
Joel
draft pick who just
Embiid
got
from
drafted?
Cameroon.
Yeah, and the kid who just got drafted.
Wembenyama's from France.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all here anyway. So if you play in this league and suit up, then
It's
like
top
this.
tier.
I'm just saying that, like, if you can ball, they're gonna find you. Like, no one is trying. Like, if you can hoop, they're gonna find you. So
Right.
I understand what he's saying. Like, if he had even made the position with baseball, I would have been like, oh, okay, that's real. I get that. Because they call it the World Series. I could understand why you said that. I've always wondered but I mean, when we were the only country that had baseball, that was different. But
Right.
nah. He went a little too hard. But you know, shout out to him.
I feel the same way you feel, Tristan. Like, I mean, was he wrong per se? But I see why people are upset. Like, I can see that. How about you, Les?
So what was the response from some of the players, some of the NBA players?
Oh, they took it to Twitter. They had a field day.
They was
You mean
what
X?
is it? Oh, they was on X.
Oh
They
fuck!
was on
so
X going
stupid.
off.
Is it
They were
really
on
called
X
X
going
now? It's
off.
not called Twitter
Yeah.
anymore.
First and
No,
foremost,
it's X.
Kevin
it's-
Durant was like,
it's
somebody
literally
could
just an
help this
X.
brother.
Yeah, I saw that, but I thought that was just them changing the
No.
logo. It's called X.
Elon is purposely trying to like run Twitter into the ground. It's called X now.
It's called
And
X.
now he's removing the block feature. As you know, anybody could pay to be verified. Like it's trash. Yeah.
The block feature. What do you mean? Like I can't block nobody on there now?
Right. He's removing the
Yeah, you
block
can't
feature.
block people.
That should make it interesting. That should be fun.
No, that's just weird as hell.
It's just
But
dumb,
some of the players
unnecessary.
that were speaking out include Kevin Durant, who said, somebody help this brother. We got Draymond Green said, when being smart goes wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, Damian Lillard.
Lillard.
said the
Lillard.
fuck?
Damian Lillard.
Lillard
Oh my god.
said the fuck?
Dame time Lillard.
That was so fancy, Lalard.
Dame time Lillard. Damian Lillard. Dame Dollar.
He a rapper.
What you call him?
Yes, he
Dame
is.
Dollar?
Dame, that's his rap name. Dame Dollar. He's a rapper.
He a
He's really
rapper.
good. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, yeah, so many people were going off about this. They were not happy with his comments, which really took away from his victory, which is what I feel like he should have just focused on.
Right.
When you just
right.
don't mind your business and you want to
No,
talk
I-
about other people's business, this is what happens.
That's real. But I feel
What?
like he's selling a book or something because I just felt like he had to know that was going to get attention. So he
So-
must need some PR. That must be
So
what
he-
this is.
He did say that he is trying to bring more attention to, track and sports like that, but he is in the middle of doing some kind of like documentary for, I think it was like Netflix or something. So they're like
There it
interviewing
is.
him and stuff like
There
that.
it
So
is.
he is trying to drum up attention for, endeavors he has in the works.
His
So,
publicist
yeah.
said, just
And
go
now
up there and
that's
start some
making
shit.
sense.
Just go up
He
there and
said
start
his
some
post said shoot the
shit.
table.
Just go up there and start some shit.
Yep, exactly.
Damn,
man.
Tristan, you
Kevin-
was on it. I thought you was kind of far fetched, but you know what? You right.
Tristan be knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I would do the same shit if I was him. If I was him, I'd done the same shit. I was up there.
I can see
you
that.
know, last week I had to watch the NBA World Champion. I ain't World Champions with nothing. And I'd have sat
And
there
they
and
say
smiled.
I heard some people talking about
What?
that they could beat him in a race. I was like, you ain't
Oh,
that
Aaron
damn
Gordon.
talented.
Aaron Gordon said that
Ah.
shit. Aaron Gordon said, I don't know. He said, whatever. I'm Dustin Buddy in the 200. Nigga, you are insane.
Justin Bieber
You are
in the 200.
insane.
Hold on.
Like you at 6'10", going dust a man 5'11", you're insane. That's
He getting
you're-
bigger than
you're
his
t-
britches.
You're
Yeah.
too tall, bro. You're too tall.
Mhm,
Like even
mhm.
LeBron, as fast as he is, he ain't beaten. As fast as he used to be. He
Right, I was
wasn't
about to
going.
say,
Not
at the
gonna
tender
happen.
age.
Not gonna happen. It's just you're
Not
too
at the
tall,
tender
buddy.
age, Leslie.
No, but like
Like, bro,
it's
I'm
real
about 40.
crazy when people be like 6'10", talk about I could lock you up. You could lock up the 4
Your
feet close
knees.
to the rim.
You
I
gonna
don't
lock
know
your
where
knees.
you do know how tall you are, right? Like
Right.
like in the space that physics works in, nigga, you can't stay with me. It's just not possible. You're just
Right.
too fucking tall. It's just all there is to it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he bit off more than he could chew, and the internet chewed his ass up.
I mean, a lot of people were in agreement with him. Everybody was like, "Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, worlds." I'm like, "Yeah, but the best talent and then they cited because so there's a Euro League champion for basketball. So back in 2010, that was the last time the Euro League champion played the NBA champion, and the Lakers lost. The Lakers lost that game. Hey y'all, it's your boy Trist,
It's your girl Les.
And I'm Sean the Don.
and we are
Culture
Culture
101,
101.
formerly known as the Millennial Masterclass.
We're the same old millennials.
And now we're pushing the culture forward. Alrighty then, guys. Well, we've reached that time again in the show where it's time that we got to say happy trails. We are signing off indeed today. We've had a good time. We've talked about
thought of something else when you said
plenty of
happy
child support. We've talked
Hair going
about
from the top to the bottom. That's a happy trail. Yeah, Tristan tripping.
From the belly button.
why is that the only thing y'all nasty asses are thinking of? Okay, most people think about happy trails and how about a journey and have a happy journey.
I was just
Happy
on Miami Beach.
journey.
I saw hella happy trails, so I was did not want to. So that's
I'm
why.
sorry that you were triggered. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Either way, y'all, we've had a time today. We had a time today saving folks. Come check out our movie. I Scream, You Scream. We'll be in theaters soon enough. We're gonna get that bitch produced, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
shout
on
out to y'all.
Tubi, and then we're
looking
gonna
for you.
review it.
Yara, hit us up. Harry Styles, we need to speak with you immediately. Also, shout out again to Simone Biles, the whole U.S. Women's and men's track team, Sha'Carri Richardson, Noah Lyles on your accomplishments. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to all of you who've been tuning in week after week. We appreciate you. You know, as we've made through changes and we've grown, we appreciate you growing with us. Thank you again. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Spotify, all the places where you get your podcasts.
Yep.
But until the next time, guys, I've been Trist.
It's your girl Les.
And I'm Sean the Don.
And even though the medals may change, the vibe remains the same. We out, y'all. We winners. We winning,
Hey,
y'all.
I was holding
We
my
winning.
breath to see what you was gonna